जस्ट इमेजिन, एक रॉक है जो कि पृथ्वी से भी पुरानी है और वो स्पेस के अंदर बिलियंस ऑफ ईयर से ट्रैवल कर रही है, करोड़ों करोड़ों सालों से वो ट्रैवल कर रही है और वो एक दिन आपके गार्डन में आके गिरे, जिसके अंदर के पृथ्वी के बनने से पहले के राज छुपे हुए हैं और वो पत्थर और रॉक आपको मिल जाए। हाउ डू फील? ग्रेट ना? सो वो पत्थर मेटेओराइट है जिसके अंदर के अर्थ की और अर्थ से पहले की इंफॉर्मेशन छुपी हुई है। दैट इज आर कॉल्ड मेटेओराइट्स। सो मेटेओराइट्स एक्चुअली में होते क्या हैं? सो मेटेओराइट्स वे फ्रैगमेंट्स होते हैं एस्ट्रॉइड्स के, कोमेट्स के या फिर इवन मेटेओराइट्स, जो कि जर्नी आपको है इज अ डेफिनेशन। मेटेओराइट्स जो होते हैं वे फ्रैगमेंट्स होते हैं एस्ट्रॉइड्स के, कोमेट्स के एंड मेटेओराइट्स के, जो कि सर्वाइव करते हैं जर्नी through the Earth's atmosphere and land on the Earth's surface. So any of the rock which comes in Earth's atmosphere and travels in Earth's atmosphere and reaches the surface of Earth, so these are called meteorites. So meteorites could be of three types. So first one is stony meteorites, which are most common and composed mainly of silicate minerals. So you don't know about silicate minerals, so we're gonna talk about that in mineralogy. So just for the information, know that they are made up of silicate minerals. So they are the stony meteorites are further classified into two groups: chondrites और achondrites. Chondrites जो होते हैं वो chondrules होते हैं उनके अंदर, और chondrules जो होते हैं वो small round particles होते हैं. Just imagine a big ball having some marbles in it. So you have a football, you just scoop out a little bit of the football and just filled it with marbles, the small marbles which we used to play. So ऐसे हम समझ सकते हैं कि meteoroids के अंदर जो भी marbles हैं वे chondrules होते हैं. So chondroids जो होते हैं, chondroids जो कैटेगरी है उसके अंदर chondrules होते हैं, और जो achondrites होते हैं उसके अंदर नहीं होते. That's the basic difference. और जो achondrites होते हैं वो सेम होते हैं जैसे कि इग्नियस रॉक पाई जाती हैं हमारे अर्थ के सरफेस पे. Am I right? Yeah, I'm absolutely right. So igneous rocks के जैसे सिमिलर होते हैं, उनके अंदर कंट्रोल्स नहीं था. So the next one is iron meteorites. So first we have talked about stony meteorites. So now we're gonna talk about iron meteorites. So iron meteorites are made up of iron and nickel, though they come from the cores of ancient differentiated celestial bodies. So just imagine a very big planet have formed during the formation of solar system, and after that once it formed, then it get differentiated, so the heavy metals have sinked in its core, and due to some reasons maybe it's just collide with some same of its size or bigger one. So the planet which got differentiated, the planet, just imagine this is the planet A, this is the meteoroid B, which is same as the mass of it, and they both collide due to some factors, and both just broke and fell apart. So the core contains the planet A, whose core contains metals. So that metals which have been sinked in core, so the meteorites formed from its core are iron meteorites. So now we have talked about stony meteorites, iron meteorite. So there is third one also, which is called stony iron meteorites, which is a mixture of metal and silicate minerals, often contain olive crystals. So we're gonna talk about that also. So next we're gonna talk about, हाँ, so चलिए इसके बारे में बात करते हैं. तो meteoroids बनते कैसे हैं? कोई भी एक फ्रेगमेंट है लार्जर सेलेस्टियल बॉडी की, जैसे कि आप मान लीजिए कुइपर बेल्ट के अंदर से एक एस्ट्रॉइड है, वो आ रहा है, इट्स ट्रैवलिंग. सो वो स्पेस के अंदर ट्रैवल कर रहा है बिलियंस ऑफ ईयर से. सो वो अर्थ के एटमॉस्फेयर के अंदर आया. जब वो अर्थ के एटमॉस्फेयर के अंदर एंटर करेगा तो वहाँ पर वो हीटअप हो जाएगा. क्यों? क्योंकि एक तो उसकी स्पीड बहुत ज़्यादा होगी, और दूसरा अर्थ के जो एटमॉस्फेयर है उसके अंदर फ्रिक्शन है पार्टिकल्स का. सो एज इट ट्रैवल्स थ्रू इट, सो फ्रिक्शन उसको काफ़ी ज़्यादा महसूस करना पड़ेगा. सो जो उसकी अपर लेयर है मेटेरोइड की, उसके अंदर के जो मेटल्स होंगे या फिर उसकी अपर लेयर में बेसिकली वो मेल्ट हो जाएगी, और मेल्ट होने के बाद जो वो एक क्रस्ट फॉर्म हो जाएगी ड्यू टू द हाई टेम्परेचर, सो इट मेल्टेड एंड फॉर्म्ड अ क्रस्ट। सो उस क्रस्ट को हम नाम देते हैं फ्यूजन क्रस्ट। सो इट्स वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट टर्म टू नो, फ्यूजन क्रस्ट। सो if the meteorite survives the heat and the friction of the earth atmosphere, then it maybe land basically as same, and as it lands on earth, so it may breaks down. But there are few times when meteorites just broke into millions of pieces, not millions, it could be broken into millions of pieces. So those just imagine a moon sized asteroid came to earth atmosphere. Do you think it's gonna break? No, it's not gonna break, because it's very big, and it's gonna break our earth, but it's not gonna break itself. And it's not gonna break itself. So just imagine a football. Just imagine a football. Its size, it's compared. A football-sized meteorite just came into Earth's atmosphere, and due to the high intense pressure and the friction and the heat due to the Earth atmosphere, so the football-sized piece maybe broke into some cricket balls shaped, not shaped, sizes pieces, and it fell on Earth. So it breaks basically. Sometime it break and sometime it don't break. So there are some of the famous meteorites जो अर्थ के ऊपर गिरे हैं। उनमें से कुछ हैं जिनका नाम मैं लेना चाहूँगा। फॉर एग्जाम्पल द Murcian meteorite contain amino acid. The Murcian, Murcian, I don't know how to pronounce this. So the Murcian meteorite, it contain amino acids. So as we all know, amino acids, how important they are in humans and Earth's evolution. So amino acids are the basic units. So maybe there are some life. So here are some of the fun facts about meteorites. Oldest material on Earth. Some meteorites contain grains older than our solar system. Can you imagine कि हमारे सोलर सिस्टम से भी पुराने जो ग्रेन्स हैं वो हमें meteorites के अंदर मिले हैं. Our solar system have formed 4.6 billion years ago. And just imagine they are 5 billion, 6 billion years ago. That's quite impressive. Martian meteorites, another point is the Martian meteorites. A small number of meteorites on Earth are believed to be from Mars. So the Mars composition have been seen in those meteorites which have been formed on Earth. So another one is tektites. So tektites are glassy objects formed from the impact events. So when the meteorite came into the atmosphere and when it fell, so there are some crystals, transparent glassy crystals formed during that time. So those are called tektiles, not tactiles, tektites. So another one is Tagish Lake meteorite. So it's very important. So Tagish Lake is a lake which is in Canada. So at the year 2000, it fell. This meteorite fell. It contained organic compounds predating the solar system. So we can imagine, if it's predating the solar system, how important meteorites could be in science. That's we can imagine. So another one is witnessed falls. Less than 1% of meteorites are observed falling and recover. So there are not, it's not like कि हमेशा meteorites होंगे वो दिखेंगे हमें गिरते हुए, just like falling stars. So it's not possible. So there are some meteorites which are very tiny, like in centimeters or millimeters. So we can't see them coming on Earth's surface. But there are few big meteorites which have been seen, and then later they are just collected from the place where they have been fallen for the studies. So there are less than 1% of the meteorites which are observed falling, but 99% of them we never observe them falling. Another one is meteorite shower. So as a result, just imagine a 500-meter meteorite in diameter have been fallen on Earth. So it breaks apart in football-sized meteoroids, micrometeoroids, and those all fell like raining, like how it rains in drops. So those all meteoroids fall on earth like drops. So those are called meteorite showers. So next one is pellicites, contain beautiful olivine crystals prized by collectors. So olivine crystals जो हैं वो पेलेसाइट्स मीटरॉइड्स के अंदर मिलते हैं. सो उनकी फोटो जो आप देख पा रहे हैं. सो नेक्स्ट वन इज मीटियोरॉन, टेरेस्ट्रियल रॉक ऑफन मिस्टेकनली फॉर meteorites. Just leave this. Lunar meteorites, some meteorites on Earth. So the next point is lunar meteorites. Lunar meteorites, how could you pronounce however you like. Some meteorites on Earth are believed to come from the moon. It could be possible that meteorites came from moon. It's not impossible. So let's come back to our prelims questions. Should be asked. Let me ask. What is the primary composition of iron meteorites? As we all know, iron and nickel. Another one, what distinguishes a chondrite from an achondrite? Presence of chondrules. As we all know, chondrules, small round particles, which are found in chondroids but not found in achondroids. So another one is, from which celestial body do most meteorite originated? So asteroids are those celestial bodies from which mainly a big part of the meteorites have been formed. So what is the fusion crust? A glassy coating on the meteorite formed during atmospheric entry. So what are tectites? Glassy objects form meteorite impacts, formed at the time of meteorite impacts. So that's all. So now came to mains questions. So discuss and classification and composition of meteorites. So as we all know, write in 250 words. Even I'm gonna write this. If you wanna read this, took this screenshot and read all of this. And another one is, explain the significance of meteorites in studying the early solar system. So here's the answer. Also screenshot this or just pause the video and watch this or read this. Sorry. Describe the journey of a meteorite from space to Earth's surface. Here's the question and here's the answer. So just read all of those questions and answers so you get an understanding how to write, what to write in your mains question. Analyze the impact of meteorite on Earth's geological and biological history. So as we all know, meteorites have a very large contribution in Earth's evolution, and as we all know how dinosaurs extinct. So it's a meteorites then it's just Hindi and English mix. So due to meteorite, the Earth's dinosaurs have been extinct. So there are some key points. So it's basically, you can say, notes or summary. So key points started from here. Meteorites are space rocks that survive their journey through Earth's atmosphere. There are basically three types: stony iron, and stony iron. They provide crucial information about the early solar system and the origin of life. Found easily in desert and Antarctica due to minimal weathering and easily visibility. So here's the thing that why we couldn't find meteorites like in India's forests. So just imagine, is it possible for us to observe micromillimeters or millimeters, or just imagine in centimeters of meteorites to just find in the deserts, desert forests? Is it not possible? Because in the rain, the mud covers the meteorites, or at the time of storm, it covers from the sand or a tree fallen on that. So there are lot of chances that the meteorites gonna hide from humans. So there are basically the meteorites we have observed are basically found on deserts, the sand deserts and the ice deserts both. So we both know. So the both of the deserts have been basically known for the meteorites foundations. So not foundation, meteorites. Just leave this. So the next is, meteorite gave us the snapshot of the early solar system. So here's the thing कि meteorite की study करके हमें पता लग सकता है कि early solar system कैसा होता था, early planets कैसे होते थे. So that's all. Differentiate type tell us about different processes in the planetary formation. There can certain organic compounds suggesting a role in the origin of life on Earth, as we talk about amino acids found on the meteorite. So that's all. Finding and studying meteorites help us understand our place in the cosmos. So here's the thing, that people think that they are very special. Even the Earth is not special, so how could you be so special? because our cosmos is so large. It's just very, very far that if we just want to travel from one galaxy to another right now at the speed of light, we just have died in the 5% of the journey, not 5 in the 1% of the journey. So that's all. So the conclusion is, you have to just watch this video, make some notes. I prefer just once listen this video and then sit by yourself and try to write down things on paper, and then watch it twice, so you just know which points you have missed, so correct those all, and then try these questions, and that's all. Keep going, study hard for yourself, and as we all know, it's very important to study. Just continue with your studies. Thanks for this lecture.